Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
This is the glorious one, Bobby Roode, and you're watching Going In Raw.
What's up, it's your girl, Sasha Banks, the Legit Boss, and you're watching Going In Raw. You like that?
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to right here at youtube.com/Steve Larson, and available wherever podcasts can be found. We're also available in the audio realm over there on, oh man, our stream is starting to die already. Wow, yeah, YouTube, that's awesome.
It dropped and resumed during the intro.
That's a new one.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that happen before. It looks like we're coming back. Okay, anyways. So yeah, we're here in the audio realm. Leave us a rating, review, or a comment. It really does help boost the exposure of the show.
Yes.
We're also available on the Patreon at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Want to give a shout out to a couple of new patrons.
Yes.
At $1 and up. You get a shout out. So just $1 gets you a shout out right here on the show. Let's see here. So yesterday, of course, I left off on the name Chris P. Bacon. After that, we had the silver-haired geezer Rambo. You think that's John Rambo? Is that Shoot John Rambo?
Maybe.
Micah Burkhead, Jackson Henry. That sounds like a president's name.
Jackson Henry.
President Jackson Henry.
Yeah, that's like late 1800s.
Right. Big sideburns. Peyton Kunzelman as well. So thank you all.
Thank you
for your support.
Thank you and thank you.
We really do appreciate
new
it.
members, YouTube members. No, we don't have a YouTube channel members, but you can become a YouTube channel member. Just hit that membership button, that join button there on our front page, or I think under the watch window here.
What are the benefits, Larson? Why would they do that?
Oh, you get bonus content, 5 bonus episodes. And then you get badges.
Badges.
And then emojis in chat, yes?
Yeah, that's right, man. Absolutely. Look at that. Rebecca English popping in saying, whoop, whoop.
If you
on the super chat.
If you are a YouTube member, you are officially a member of the Slow Wolf Pack.
Hey, you're a member. Yeah, man.
So that sounds interesting or enticing to you in any way.
Bonus content's great. It's just
Consider hitting that join button.
Bonus content. We were dropping bombs yesterday on Overrun.
Yeah, it's pretty much shoot interview time with Steven Larson for Overrun. Today is, in theory, Truth Exposed. We haven't done that for a while.
We haven't done that for a while. I want to drop more bombs.
Theme days. Typically, it's just us.
Truth Exposed.
Chatting.
Truth Exposed is a pain in the ass for 2 reasons.
Wait,
number one,
to expose the truth of.
You got to find these videos, and number 2, hope that they're not going to kill the stream midstream due to copyright issues.
Yeah.
So that's kind of
like 90% of the time, it's obvious fake. It's just obvious BS. So it's really no point in.
Yeah. Well, the first batch it was like, oh, these are kind of fun because you get like the top stuff that actually looks really cool.
The further you dig through.
It's just people
in morass
in bad costumes,
of conspiracy videos. Yeah, you get to some pretty obvious fake. Garbage.
I forgot to bring up also $1, both on YouTube channel members and then $1 patrons. You get access to our wonderful Discord.
Yeah,
I have to get back to Cody Miles. This guy wants me to be in a meeting of some sort so they can discuss Discord issues, like how to make it better. And I'm like, y'all are doing a great job. You don't need me for that. I forgot to even put the link.
I didn't know there's a corporate infrastructure in place on Discord. I just signed up this weekend.
I know. I just signed up.
Maybe that was a mistake after all.
Oh man, that is too much.
Too much.
Oh yeah. Also, as I'm reminded by this alert right now, we'll get to the Raw review in a bit. Sean Trina just placed an order for a sticker pack right now using the promo code TAKER at friendomarket.com.
Yeah.
You get 20% off of your order, and so if you're big into The Undertaker coming back last night, guess what? We've got you covered with the Final Outlaw shirt.
Yes, Final Outlaw.
The Final
Last
Outlaw. No. Oh, that's The Undertaker.
Yeah, Final.
Ours isn't an Undertaker shirt.
No.
I mean, you could be interpreted as maybe looking somewhat kind of like The Undertaker.
Well, yeah, it's like a generally zombie, undead wrestling personality.
Yeah.
Who's saying a catchphrase that The Undertaker actually never said.
No, I just misremembered it. And in fact, there's no proof. There is no proof out there that I traced his figure, The Undertaker's figure, doing this and then just drew a skull over his face. Yeah. There's no proof of that.
No proof of that.
Right. So you can get that shirt sticker pack right now, 20% off. And also, we have straight up sticker packs right now.
Yeah.
You can get 3 for $10, 6 for $15, 9 for $20, or all 12 of our stickers for $25. And it's free shipping in the U.S., and it's only $5 to ship anywhere else in the world.
See, that's best value right
That's
there.
best value right there.
That really is best
So
value.
friendomarket.com. I'll be monitoring during this chat. Or during this show. I'll be
Do
monitoring.
me a favor. You're going to say no. Could you scratch my back?
No. Nope.
I did chest yesterday and my shoulder hurts, so I got to itch back there. I can't reach
See, and then you just made it worse because you said, I did chest yesterday. I hate when you talk about gym stuff. It's irritating.
I
And
just mentioned it
so
in reference to the fact that it's hard for me to reach.
if you had said something else like, oh, I've got this.
I slept wrong last night. My neck hurts.
No, that's not enough sympathy. You always sleep wrong. Give me something else. I feel bad. I do feel bad. All right, here. Give me,
No, I just did.
What
I
can
got
I
it.
use? What
no,
can I
it's
use?
done. No, you're the. Oh yeah, right there.
I feel
Like
because
super
you told
itchy.
me about your irrigation
thank you,
issues.
thank you.
That I feel bad about. That sucks.
Well, we'll see what the estimate is first, and then we'll see how bad you feel about it.
It's gonna be bad.
Well, they don't have to tear up any concrete yet.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's good.
Well, they might, but not huge, not like a lot.
All right. Raw in a nutshell last night.
Too long.
It's
Raw's
always
just too long.
It's always the same. That's not going to change, man.
I know, but it's last night. There was a lot of good stuff, and if they condensed the good stuff to 2 hours, it would have been a pretty solid show.
Man, that ain't going to happen.
I'm not saying it is going to happen. You said, "What's my take on it?" Raw is too long. It's been too long for years.
Stephen Valentine just bought an entire sticker pack.
We need it's one of the issues I think that makes Raw hit or miss on a weekly basis is all the bloat. It's a bloated show. There's stuff on there that doesn't need to be on there.
Let's see here. I thought that. So there was one really weirdly bad match.
Yeah, it was like they were wrestling two individually separate matches.
Charlotte and Lacey Evans. I suppose the Lars Sullivan Lucha House
You don't
Party
need
that could have gone.
You could have condensed the stuff with Seth and Brock into one segment. That didn't need to be broken up. It didn't need to be.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought everything, and I don't know. I'll be honest. I liked Raw last night. I thought there was a lot of good stuff. I thought that Ricochet and Cesaro, you can give them.
Yeah, that's great.
You can give them.
They're great.
Let me finish. You can give them like 5 minutes, or you can give them 15 minutes. And they're going to put on something really fun.
Yeah, they're great.
I don't know. I don't think there's anything that really like
You really didn't
need
need that arm wrestling thing.
Oh, that could have gone. That was long.
Yeah.
And it should have been a slap contest anyways. Should have been a
or
Russian.
Zarm.
Yeah.
I'm happy that Kale posted that video on Twitter last night because I forgot in Zarm that you actually punch people.
Yeah, Zarm was actually way ahead of its
In
time.
hindsight, it was actually pretty incredible.
I think Zarm was just misunderstood. Number
Well,
one,
I think it was way ahead of its time. I think that was the thing.
Yeah, well, yeah. Typically, if you're ahead of your time at the time, you're misunderstood.
Well, you can also
people don't get you yet.
But also, you can be not ahead of your time and still be misunderstood.
That's true. Yeah, that was kind of bug. But within the first 10 minutes, we had a wrestling match. That's a good thing.
Yeah, maybe it was a foreign concept to me because that's not usually how Raw operates.
Yeah.
But like
I don't know. I thought there was like the Nikki Cross stuff was good. The
Yeah,
Firefly
that
Funhouse
good.
was
It great.
amazing.
I still really enjoy everything with Shane. He's doing a great job as a heel. I wish they would just like fully form a cross-brand faction with Shane at the helm.
Yeah.
Like make it official. It's more or less what's going on.
So I like when factions have names.
Me too.
But last time they tried to do that, it was terrible. It was the Dogs of Not Justice, or what were they called?
Dogs
War
of
Dogs.
War.
Yeah.
You knew that was a temporary thing anyways.
I don't think it was. Didn't like Roman leaving throw that whole thing asunder? I think they were supposed to.
No,
be like
they
a
already
more
started to
permanent
dissolve
thing.
before that.
I don't know about
They
that.
were already having problems when Braun just brought them on to help him out, cash in Money in the Bank, and then he bungled all that.
What do you think of Rey Mysterio? So is Rey injured or not?
Yeah, he has a separated shoulder. Legit.
Okay, well, how is he can take cocaine clutch?
Yeah, that was surprising.
Joe was being very.
That was surprising to me too.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because Joe was being very like physical with him. It wasn't
My
like
understanding is he has a separated shoulder legitimately.
it wasn't like he wasn't being all ginger with him. He like brought him to the ground.
No, it was being pretty rough. I was
That's
surprised.
fake.
That was
That's
shocking.
a fake injury, right?
Why
there,
would you?
man.
Why would Rey Mysterio have a fake injury and then
I don't
kayfabe?
know. Why does he
that?
have? He's got a separated shoulder and he's like thrown around like a rag doll.
I don't
Put
know,
two and two together.
Maybe
man.
so long as you keep your arm in that position roughly, it's fine.
Yeah, I don't
It's
know.
not gonna make things worse, just to rough house a little bit. I don't know. Like there's injuries.
Oh my God!
What?
Look at our community poll. 2.8 thousand. 2,800 votes. 40. This is the highest don't plan to watch I've ever
Wow,
seen.
ratings might not be good this week.
40%.
Only 10% yay, huh?
10% yay, 18% nay, and 25% in between.
Somewhere in between is pretty much where it was because as good as some of the stuff was, This Lesnar Money in the Bank stuff is completely nonsensical. First of all, you have Stephanie dropping that video saying
that was silly.
Brock's behavior on Raw last week was an embarrassment.
Yeah.
And disrespects the briefcase. She not been paying attention to how previous briefcase holders carry
People are
themselves.
loving the sticker pack, man.
Good, I know.
Andrew Preluski just bought one.
And then that video apparently forced Brock Lesnar's hand. He's like, oh, all right, I'll cash in Monday on Raw, thus sucking all drama out of the cash in entirely. And then he shows up on Raw, beats the living hell out of Seth.
Yeah, that was good.
Could have easily won the title there and just goes, oh, I'll do it Friday.
Yeah. I don't know why I would have waited till Friday on that one. That didn't make any sense.
Payday.
Yeah. Well, I wish he would have said that.
And here's another thing.
Here's what he should have done on that one. He should have said, "This is how you build it into an actual long-term thing."
Oh yeah, totally. We talked about this beforehand. It's 100%
yeah,
right.
that's why I want to bring it up here. Is because so he's beating the living crap out of him. And here's the thing about Brock Lesnar. At this point, what do we know that he already has? He already has all the money in the world. He likes to keep on doing that. And he's had the Universal title. Him knowing that he can do what he did last night at any time should give him motivation because he enjoys tormenting. That should be his thing. He enjoys tormenting people. He wants to make this last with Seth.
Yeah.
So you have the Spectre, and he says he beats the crap out of Seth. And at the very end, he gets in the microphone and he says, "Welcome to your year from hell."
Yeah.
Or welcome to your year of hell.
Yeah.
And all year, he just randomly will show up tormenting Seth. Beats the crap out of him, doesn't cash in.
Yeah.
Beats the crap out of him, doesn't cash in. Maybe he helps somebody else get the Universal title, like threatening a cash in.
Yeah.
Seth eventually gets it back. Then at WrestleMania, that's when he does his actual cash in.
Yeah.
Like reciprocating what Seth did back at 31.
That makes too much sense.
Instead of him saying Friday.
Yeah,
and
it's ridiculous.
He might not even do it on Friday. I don't know.
He might do the same thing. He's like, oh, not yet.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that bugged me.
Which I hope he does.
So in that particular segment where Brock teased cash in, prior to, Baron comes out, talks trash to Seth, and then beats him up. From Baron's perspective, at that point, I don't understand the rationale of wanting to beat the heck out of Seth because it could accomplish the primary. If Brock's already said, "I'm cashing in tonight," what you're doing is you're softening up Seth, making it more likely Brock successfully cashes in, and then you, Baron, have a title match against Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown. If your goal is to win the title, your odds are better, kayfabe-wise, against Seth Rollins and Brock Lesnar. Yeah. Because Brock's, like, the only way you can beat Brock is if you kick him in the front area.
Yeah, but then you get Baron standing there, like, trying to figure out math and stuff, and that's not his strong suit. He's like, man, if I do this. Like, Baron's supposed to be dumbly arrogant. He's supposed to be stupid and arrogant. That's kind of his gimmick, is he's just stupid and arrogant.
I understand, but that's what's like when he was in there laying out Seth and hits the end days. I'm like, you're just helping Brock here. You're going to lessen your own chances of winning that title.
Yeah.
Like, I just want some logic. People should think about things before they do them.
Yeah. I don't know. I think that's consistent with his character. His character's not very smart. And it could just be because, like,
now what
is very smart
be
behind him.
if you'd done it is did that, Brock comes out, starts laying to Seth, and then Baron gets in there and tries to keep Brock from beating up Seth. It's like, hey, man, I want to beat damaged Seth, not you.
I want to do it. I want to do it now.
So
yeah,
that would have been interesting. That would have added a wrinkle to Baron's character.
Yeah. Anyways,
God forbid that happens. So
it started. Boy, wow. Till his irrigation issues figured out, this is going to be Larson. Roman Reigns comes to the ring.
Until they book characters on my wrestling program, WWE wrestling program, with some semblance of logic, this is going to be Larson.
All right, how did the show start?
Roman Reigns, he came down the ring. He's about to talk, but then Shane interrupted him. He had Mike Rome do his introduction.
Yeah.
And then he talks about how he's going to beat Roman at Super Showdown. He said he might go coast-to-coast pin him, or put him in that triangle-type deal he does and make Roman submit for the first time in his career.
Yeah, Roman said, ha, ha, ha. I would love to see you do that.
Because I'll pick you up and slam you through the mat.
Yeah.
Says he's going to beat Shane and Drew as well. Drew joins Shane on ramp. Says at Stomping Grounds he's going to end Roman.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe this is the first time that match has been announced.
Yeah.
And I thought Shane made a bit of a face. Like, not sure that was supposed to be made official yet, Drew.
Oh, man. Drew got there. They gave him his big-ass script or something, and they said, oh, yeah, you're going to be taking Roman at Stomping Grounds, and he sort of mixed the two.
Yeah, no.
Don't tell anybody, though.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Wait, what? What did he just say?
And then, yeah, no matches have been made official yet. Until now. And then Drew commiserates with Shane and says, all right, we're going to go down this ring and take you out now, Roman.
Have they on air announced Stomping Grounds?
Yeah.
Oh, they have. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Roman gets ready for their attack. Instead, he gets attacked from behind by Revival. Usos run out. They make the save.
Yeah, I like this because,
good.
A, the Revival got some rub from the A show. That was cool. And B, as we were about to talk about, they got the win.
Yeah.
Well, Drew got it, but their team got the win.
Yep.
I thought that was good. I thought that was a decent way to weave in.
They played a very important role in getting the win for their team.
Yeah, no, they did. Yeah.
Totally did.
Yeah. So that match happened then within, it was like minute 9.
Yeah, it's pretty
Minute
quick.
9. You got some wrestling. What show am I watching, right? Is this AEW?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Finish Shane knock Jey Uso off the top rope, and then Roman, he's not happy about that. He goes after Shane, grabs him, I believe, by the face, and then Drew hits him out with a Claymore out of nowhere.
Oh, that's funny. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Mike Fiend on Discord said the arm wrestling match is the most viewed clip on YouTube with 2 million views.
That's weird.
That's hilarious. That's great.
And then the Revival pulled Jimmy Uso from the ring, hit a shatter machine on him ringside. Drew gets back on the ring, hits Jay with the Claymore. He wins for his team. It was a really fun match leading up to all that finishing sequence.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Afterwards, Revival hit Roman with the shatter machine. Drew follows another Claymore, and then Shane has everybody else pick him up. And he actually hits a pretty decent spear on Roman.
Yeah, he did.
And then does Roman's ooh-ah pose, and then talks some trash.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was good. I want to keep like you said. I think it'd be good if this was like a proper faction,
cross-brand faction.
Then you get a shirt out of it. You get a shirt out of it.
Call them the Wild Cards because it crosses brand.
How many wild cards were there last night? There were a lot.
5.
There were at
5 or 6.
There were at least. So I think Ryan Satin or somebody. Maybe
Yeah, or
Sean
Ross Sapp counted them up.
Both
as
those
5 or
guys
6.
are all over the wild card roll.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a ton.
It was more than 4.
It was way too many. And here's the
more
thing.
than 4.
Here's the funny thing. I wouldn't care. I honestly don't care, except Michael Cole keeps on talking about it.
I know.
The wild card rule's in effect. Woo!
Someone is in his ear saying, oh, you got to mention the wild card rule.
It's like, dude, 4. It's 4. Wild card rule is 4. If you just stop saying wild card rule, I'm not going to care.
I know.
I'm not sitting there nitpicking. Wait, he's a SmackDown guy. He's a Rock. They're all WWE. Nobody cares anymore.
Roman's won.
Lars is technically SmackDown, right?
Yeah, that's 2. Charlotte's 3.
Yeah.
Truth and Carmella are 4 and 5.
Yeah.
Orton's 6.
Yeah.
So 6.
6 is a lot.
6 is that's more than 4.
That's 2 more.
I'm not that great at math, but I know 6 is more than 4.
It's 50% more.
Yeah, it is. Well, look at that with your
of
percentages.
The 4.
Yeah, no, you're right. 50% more.
They went.
It should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Good job. You did well in statistics.
I got a B. I didn't even try.
Wow.
Yeah.
Next, we had Miz TV with Seth Rollins. Seth is talking about how he wants Brock to cash in on him like now, just for the relief. Get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Again, speaks to the constant anxiety knowing that there's this giant dude with that briefcase that can annihilate him at any moment.
Brock is like tax season.
It really is. It's this dark cloud hanging over you the entire
Right.
year. Make sure if you're, unless you're a salaried employee, you got to save some money.
Oh boy.
Otherwise, Uncle Sam's cashing in on you.
Hard time, baby.
But he's saying despite that, he has to focus on Baron, and he says nobody likes Baron Corbin.
That's true.
Nobody here, nobody in Austin, nobody anywhere likes Baron Corbin.
That's true.
And I'm thinking, I kind of like Baron. Anyways, on the Titantron, Lesnar and Heyman arrive. They act like they're walking in towards the inside of the arena. And instead, they wait, take a left turn, go someplace else, I guess, to their locker room.
Yeah, the crowd like reacted kind of to that, and I was like, how does the crowd know
Which way leads
that
to
that's
the ring?
not the right direction?
I know.
For all we know, that was the right way.
I know. He's going to show up at any moment.
So after that, we had a Lucha house party.
They were supposed to have a match.
Yeah.
Instead,
we were denied local competitors, man.
we got Lars Sullivan.
Yeah, he came in the ring.
So there's a 3-on-1 handicap match happening at Super Showdown between Lucha House Party and Lars Sullivan. Wonder who's going to win that.
Lars Sullivan's totally going to win. Are you excited tonight? We're going to get to our SmackDown preview later.
Yeah.
But we get to hear Lars Sullivan on the
Exclusive
interview.
yes.
Lars Sullivan, what are your favorite things in life? Please say bodybuilding message boards.
I was going to say. So anyways, Lars gets in there. He starts dominating the Lucha House Party, but they individually drop kick him and then hit a triple drop kick on Lars, send him from the ring.
They said, "Get out of here."
He screams and end segment.
Yeah, vamos.
Come back. Nikki Cross is backstage. The Iconics roll up to her, start talking some trash.
It's I heard some people were comparing it to Degrassi Junior High.
I never watched that.
Saved by the Bell, perhaps.
Never watched that
You
either.
didn't. Did you ever watch any school-centric teenage comedies or dramas? You never
on
watched
television? No.
What other? Oh,
I mean, like Mean Girls. I've seen the movie Mean Girls.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. That's a classic.
That's analogous
That's
to
a
what you're
classic.
talking about. Yes.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
But that's like not as that's like good.
Yeah. No.
Like
That's
Degrassi.
a pretty decent movie.
I never actually watched it. My sister watched Degrassi.
Never watched it.
I watched Saved by the
Drake
Bell.
was on.
Yes.
One of the Degrassi shows. Yeah.
Like yeah.
I've never seen an entire episode of Saved by the Bell.
I have. They're only like 20 minutes long because of commercials and stuff.
Yeah. 22.
It was charming. It had its charm. It was good. It was okay.
Were there any other middle school, high school?
Well, there was 90210.
Never watched that either.
That was high quality production though.
Never watched that either.
Really? I was a big fan of that back in the day.
I remember once I was in like driver's ed or something, and it was a substitute, and so they put an episode.
Red Asphalt doesn't count as a high school drama.
That I've seen. Highly dramatic. But while
What is with that? Why did they show us basically faces of death in driver's head?
it's the same thing as like Scared Straight, man.
Do they still do that?
I don't know.
Is Zach Stolpa might know. He just graduated high
True.
school.
It's one of those things
Show
where
you guys Red Asphalt.
or Red Asphalt 2 or Blood on the Road or something like that.
Could you imagine these days with HD? Like back then, it was like on grim,
it looked
16,
it looked like a snuff film.
16 millimeter high ISO. It looked like a snuff film.
Yeah.
You're right.
I remember one we watched, and somebody had gotten an accident, and both their ankles were broken. Both their feet were inward. And then there's a shot of like a towel over something on the road. They
Yeah.
take the towel off, and I guess the idea is that it's someone's brains.
Yeah, man. Oh boy,
It could have been like a bowl of spaghetti that someone spilled.
that was rough. That stuff is rough. No, you know what they do now? You know what they do now? I know this because like my brother-in-law, no, my half brother-in-law, brother-in-law Walker. Like he only graduated from high school a couple years ago, and he showed these days. They bring in like the fire department and they do this like live reenactment.
They used to do that when we were in junior high for like MAD and stuff, Mothers Against Drunk Driving.
Oh, okay.
They used to do that back then.
I think they just do that now instead of actual like showing dead bodies and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Red Asphalt.
I mean, I guess the idea with Red Asphalt is like, oh, here, if you're not a careful driver, this could happen to you.
Yeah, right. Didn't change anybody from driving like an asshole though. Steve Hines
No,
was
I
placed
still-
in order for
I
a going
still
in raw logo
arguably
shirt.
drive like an a-hole.
Thanks, Steve Hines.
Thank you, Steve Hines.
Anyways, moving on from Red Asphalt, let's talk about Nikki
Oh,
Cross
yeah.
and the Iconics.
So
So
Iconics
they're
are
giving
back
them
there.
static. Alexa Bliss shows up and she says, "Hey, get your damn hands off her."
Yeah.
And then the
and
Iconics
Nikki's like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
"Oh no, you go ahead."
Nikki's like, hey, you've always been very nice to me. You're my friend.
Yeah,
And then Alexa says, I'll join you ringside for your match against Peyton Royce later tonight.
yeah. And then after that, Becky Lynch comes out and she drops a promo, and she sort of speaks to what I think a lot of us are thinking. She's like, I've had a whirlwind 60 days. I main evented WrestleMania, but I'm the most content I've ever been, and that's a problem. I want to be a fighting champion. So Lacey Evans,
They really have done a real. Here's the like.
they have dropped all intensity with her.
I know.
Yeah.
And here's the issue. It's like when Stone Cold won that belt at Mania 14, every feud in some way or another either brought something different he had to contend with, up the odds, or both.
Yeah.
Because he beat Shawn Michaels. And then his first, like going into SummerSlam, he was dealing with Undertaker and Kane.
He had to deal with Mankind. for a
Mankind as
little bit.
well. And then The Rock again.
The Rock, yeah.
And then, but not just The Rock, you had the whole corporation behind him. And then the corporate ministry, just the odds were just continually stacked against him, all with Vince kind of leading the charge.
Yeah.
And that, like Becky wins the belt, and then her first major feud, at least on Raw, is with Lacey Evans.
The Abe Simpson gimmick.
The Abe Simpson gimmick, where I think I like her. I think she has a lot of skills. She's still a bit green though, as we saw with the match against Charlotte last night, which looked like they were wrestling completely different matches.
Yeah, totally.
Lacey is still a bit of a project.
Yeah.
And as far along as she is, I'm not quite sure she's exactly ready for a main event situation.
No, she's not, and many other people are.
Yeah, and it's really hampering Becky's momentum.
Yeah. And also they've been really, really weird with like Lacey Evans. Like I thought it was going to be Lacey Evans would be her Raw opponent, and then over on SmackDown, if she was still champion anyways, she'd have, whoever else on SmackDown. But Lacey Evans keeps on going over to SmackDown.
I know.
And it's
ridiculous.
It's really silly.
It just should have been a situation like we talked about before where everybody on both shows is going after Becky.
Yeah.
Stack the odds as much as you can against her.
Yeah. Lacey Evans, you're right. I feel like she's right now, like 2 years from now, we're going to look back on this time and be like, oh, remember when she was the sassy Southern Belle? Mm-hmm. They're eventually going to drop all that stuff, and we'll probably appreciate her. I think she's got a lot of potential.
No, I think she does too. I just don't think she's quite ready for a main event push like this, as we saw with that match against Charlotte last night. Mm-hmm. If you're going to be in the main event and you're in the ring against Charlotte, who's about as good as it gets, right, then you got to have a strong performance. Yeah.
So Lacey Evans interrupts Becky Lynch. Then Charlotte interrupts Lacey Evans. Lacey Evans kind of sucker punches her.
No, she just kind of pushed her over the...
Well, that was supposed to be a woman's right, though, right?
I think so. I think that the lack of chemistry between the two of them was evident in one spot.
Yeah, it looked really sloppy because Charlotte just sort of like leans up against the ropes and goes... Like it wasn't supposed to, like she was,
but then Lacey,
blindsided.
I saw it once like that because Lacey says maybe I'll have to educate you with a woman's right.
Right.
And so that she kind of turns around and then turns back around as if to punch her, and that's what I was expecting. So then Charlotte kind of sells it, and Lacey just does this into her.
Yeah. Yeah.
No real punch.
Yeah. And Charlotte just sort of like tumbles a little bit, and she's like leaning up against the ropes.
And then starts fuming.
Yeah, and then they have a match.
And this match was just weird because I didn't feel like Charlotte was selling anything. She really didn't sell anything that Lacey tried to do.
Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Like Lacey would get it, whenever Charlotte seemingly allowed Lacey to get a move off, she was up right away.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Yeah.
It was really weird.
Maybe she got pissed. Maybe she just in the moment was
maybe
like,
it's a situation where she was supposed to hit the woman's right on her, and that was that awkward spot, and Charlotte was like, we can't even get this right.
Yeah, right. That could be.
Because there were several times it looked like Lacey was trying to get a move off, and Charlotte was like, I'm going to do this instead.
Yeah. Oh, that could be. I didn't notice that necessarily, but also I would look up and I'd be like, God, this match is ugly.
Yeah.
And then I'd look back down and get on Twitter.
It wasn't like the right type of ugly. The commentary, commentary tried to say
it's not like a Jericho match ugly.
Yeah. Commentary was like, oh, this match is a real fight.
Yeah.
Kind of covered the fact that they were not on the same page whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know if people forgot their spots. There was that one moment where Charlotte was putting Lacey in the figure four, and she puts the one leg through, and so her back is to Lacey, and she stands there for like a beat and a half waiting for Lacey to do something. Mm-hmm. Lacey doesn't do anything. Charlotte rotates, and that's when Lacey kicks her.
Yeah.
It's like they were just a beat off or something.
Yeah,
I don't know what.
A couple beats off.
Yeah, it was strange.
And everybody on Twitter was saying the same thing. This is ugly.
Yeah, it was sloppy.
Yeah. In any event, finally, to put us all out of our misery, Becky gets in there. She pulls Charlotte from the ring. Ref calls for the bell. Becky gets in there and she drops Lacey with manhandle slam.
Yeah, it's not a good name.
It sounds like a Denny's menu item.
That sounds good, actually.
Yeah, no, those are like
manhandle slam.
I'll take the manhandle slam. It's 18 pancakes.
No, it's like 2 pancakes and 18 sausage links. It's all the meat.
There you go.
18 sausage links and 12 rashers of bacon.
Yeah, that's good. I like it. Just like a whole loaf of ham.
There you go. Yeah. Here, you get a whole ham here. I just want a ham steak. This is several ham steaks.
This is many ham steaks.
Next, Rey Mysterio comes out, says he's getting up the U.S. title. Samoa Joe comes to the ring, and it's like, I don't mean to take your moment, but you didn't pin me.
I heard the word champion, and I thought they were talking. I thought that was my cue. Nobody at Gorilla Position stopped me from coming out here. Basically, Ray says, just let me. I'm being a man right now. Let me be a man and do this. I'm relinquishing this title to Samoa Joe. And then he sort of very warily puts it on the ground in front of him. And then Joe's like, yeah. And then Joe picks it up. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm champion now. And then Ray starts to leave. And then Joe runs up on him, grabs him, chokes him out. And I'm just thinking to myself, I thought he's injured. I don't think he can do that.
Yeah, he is injured. He is hurt. He's reading his arms in the sling. I'm just guessing he wouldn't just give up the belt for storyline reasons.
maybe. I don't know.
They were showing replays from Money in the Bank, and Ray was holding that shoulder.
Yeah, these are all professionals.
And then he took 2 Uranagis after that.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Joe was really manhandling the guy.
Yeah, Ray is also, you mentioned they're all professionals. Ray's a professional. He's probably like, all right, I can suck up the pain for a couple minutes.
You're probably right.
I don't know if he's had surgery or needs surgery or whatnot. It depends on the nature of the separation. Because it's the separated shoulder is the AC joint, I think, which is where your collarbone meets your shoulder. Mm-hmm. And there's some soft tissue there. Yeah. That's what happened to Finn Balor. His are ripped entirely.
Ow!
And so you get this part, I think, popping up that way.
Scary.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's
and so they need to go in and reattach that. That's why he has that scar right there. Same with Hideo Itami has that scar right there. I'm wondering if that was an AC tear.
Yes. Boy, I don't know, man. Anyways,
I was trying to self-diagnose my shoulder discomfort, so that's why I learned about the AC joint. Thanks, WebMD.
Oh my goodness, the mind of Larson people. Moving on. Cesaro had an iPhone promo. I missed this.
It's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it didn't seem scripted.
That's cool.
He seemed like he was just talking, and it seemed very natural.
Yeah, that's good.
It was good.
Well, how about Ricochet's? Didn't see that either.
He seemed a little more scripted, but it's still pretty good.
Okay.
He seemed a little more structured.
Okay.
Cesaro just seemed like he picked up his phone and started talking.
I don't care about. I just, dude, these guys, their matches. Holy crap. Mm-hmm. Give them all the minutes.
Yeah, give them like half hour on a pay-per-view, please.
Entire episode of Raw.
Yeah. Next, we had Braun Strowman and Bob Lashley in an arm wrestling contest. So they set up the table. You had a couple of refs out there. They're getting ready to arm wrestle, and then Lashley slaps Braun. That makes Braun unhappy. Yet he wants to actually have the arm wrestling match instead of beat up. That was actually pretty funny when Lashley posed at him. They then take 2. They start to wrestle. Lashley's hand just happens to slip out. They go get some chalk. Take 3. Strowman wins. Lashley then gets the chalk, throws it in Braun's face, and then Lashley beats him up, drops him with a running power slam.
Mm-hmm. That wasn't. Golly, man. I was just looking at Lashley's legs ready to give out when he picks up freaking Braun Strowman. Holy moly.
Yeah.
I like both these guys, though, man. I really like Lashley. I wish they would let him do a bit more with, his personality.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's funny because, when you first mentioned this, I was like, yeah, no, this was kind of sucky. But now that I think about it, I kind of liked it.
It wasn't bad.
Yeah,
it was just largely unnecessary.
The crowd did not give a crap about it. That was one of the things, which is surprising why it's doing so well on YouTube. The crowd didn't give a crap about it.
Yeah, no.
But no, yeah, that power slam, holy crap.
Yeah, it was good.
Lashley's a strong dude.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Next, we had the WWE.com or YouTube video where R-Truth and Carmelo on the golf course. Truth loses the 24/7 title to Jinder, only to get it back. Mm-hmm. They drive off. Cut backstage.
By the way, people were asking, several people were like, even Lance Storm was on Twitter. Yeah. Why was Jinder in his ring gear on a golf course?
That's funny.
It's because it's hilarious.
Yeah,
that's how it should be. Go back and look at DDT Pro.
They're all wearing wrestling gear.
They're all wearing. Doesn't matter where they are. They're wearing the wrestling gear.
Yeah, totally.
It's funny. Wrestling gear outside of wrestling ring is hilarious.
When Pac showed up at the AEW press conference.
Yeah.
Why was it so great? Because he was wearing his ring gear. He was ready for a match right then and there.
Right then and there.
It's great.
It's awesome.
So Carmella's backstage. She's looking for R-Truth. She walks off frame. EC3 and Drake. EC3's got his red solo cup.
Still has a red solo cup.
That's his gimmick now.
Yeah.
And Drake's like, well, if we follow Carmella, we'll find our truth.
Yeah.
EC3 could care less.
Oh, my God. He is so checked out. You saw that. I'm assuming it's from Main Event or something. Yeah.
Yeah, he did not care at all.
He did not care. Oh, man. Are they going to turn that into a thing?
Probably.
I feel like they're going to turn that into a thing.
Yeah. He's turning it into a thing.
He definitely is, yeah.
He's trying to do anything he can to get himself over, give himself some time, which is what you got to do.
Yeah, dude. Man,
but it's a bummer that he's apparently in such a massive hole for something that's not his fault.
I know. It's so stupid.
It really is. Next, Nikki Cross with Alexa Bliss taking on Peyton Royce. Of course, Peyton is accompanied to the ring by Billie Kay. Mm-hmm. Towards the end of the match, someone brings some coffee, a couple mugs of coffee out for Alexa. One would assume Nikki Cross.
Yeah.
Peyton takes some huge issue with this.
Yeah.
And starts talking trash to Alexa. She kicks the mug out of Alexa's hands.
Coffee goes everywhere.
Everywhere. And then Billy pushes her down into the coffee.
And, of course, Alexa's wearing the whitest pants
white
possible.
Jeans.
Yeah.
And so the back of her jeans now have coffee stains all over them.
Yeah.
And she's embarrassed and humiliated and angry because she loves her coffee. This, however, gives Nikki an opportunity to hit her finisher, the draping neck breaker, for the win. And then Billy gets in the ring. Her and Peyton are giving it to Nikki. Alexa comes in and drop kicks Billy Kay.
Boy, I got a big reaction.
Yeah, it did.
I got a big reaction. Then a DDT.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Nikki gets back in the ring,
Yeah, and she's like, Alexa still wants to go after the Iconics, and Nikki's like, no, listen, we won. We both won.
Yeah.
And they're like celebrating. And that brings Alexa around. She's happy now.
Yeah, she did the full journey from being fully angry to kind of, all right, I'll celebrate with you. Oh, okay, yeah, we won. That's cool.
Yeah, we're good. We're good to go.
And then she kept on checking like the back of her pants to see how bad the stain was. And then Nikki checked it once.
It was pretty bad. It was everywhere.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then Renee Young actually made a pretty funny bit about going to Nordstrom Rack and get some new pants.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it was good stuff.
And Corey's like, well, they're not open right at this hour. Did Renee Young seem engaged last night? I felt like she was more, I don't know, she didn't seem checked out at all.
I don't know. I kind of like tuned commentary out a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah,
with
I
you.
just felt like she was a bit more talkative.
That could be.
Maybe she gave fewer Fs last night.
I could definitely see, if you think you're on borrowed time, if you think that,
Just do what you want to do then.
like they're not going to fire me for doing a bad job at commentary.
Fire me, you can't fire me.
And they might fire me because of what my husband's doing. They might fire me because Chris Jericho said, "Oh, hey, Renee."
They might fire me because I like and retweet or regram all the pictures of him in New Japan. But at the same time, that's her husband. She should be supportive of her husband.
Oh,
if she wants,
look,
publicly,
nobody,
if she wants to be.
Nobody.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Corey Graves is out there mocking Stephanie McMahon. He's changing his Twitter name.
Yeah.
People just stop giving Fs, man.
Tyler Breeze did a Ask Breeze the other day and was just totally like someone asked him, so how'd you end up in NXT? And he's like, I just asked to go.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
So wrestlers are caring less and less about keeping the curtain up.
Yeah. That's good.
If
everybody revolts, then what can they do? They can't do anything.
I know. Which is all the weirder now when they post videos of like, oh, Kevin Owens, who do you think is going to win between Goldberg and Undertaker?
Yeah.
It's like everybody else on their own social media platforms care zero about kayfabe.
What was that? What was the deal with that picture of Kevin Owens with the Undisputed Era? WWE posted that, right?
He did.
He did.
I think he did.
Well, he didn't Photoshop that. I thought it was like on WWE's like Instagram or NXT's Instagram.
I think they might have retweeted that or something. I thought
Yeah.
he was the one that initially put it up.
That's cool. Who wouldn't want to see that?
Everybody would.
Everybody would.
Everyone would see
Gee,
that.
apparently, I didn't actually source this or anything, but somebody in Mod Chat was saying that Meltzer was saying that Adam Cole and Shayna were up for call up soon. But Meltzer's been even if he did say that, Meltzer's been really off about call ups. Like the thing about call ups, and I'm not saying that he's crap or anything. I like Meltzer, but it's like the call ups seem to be so based on just whims.
But a lot of time, the way he phrases things, too, like in the newsletter, is it's not like he says it as if a source is telling him. Like I remember him specifically saying Shane at one point, and he was pretty much saying she's done everything she can do in NXT.
Yeah.
So it seems like she's in line for a call up.
Well, with like I remember you said something about Kyrie and Candace being on a list for potential call ups. And then sometimes he extrapolates like, well, yeah, Candace and Kyrie were like on the SmackDown traveling show or whatever.
For a while, yeah.
Nikki, I think, was traveling with SmackDown long before her call up. And so maybe he's getting it. But he sounds like at some point he was like, yeah, there's a list of some sort of potential call ups.
Well, I'm sure there might be. But
And yeah.
if Adam Cole's due to be called up, I don't know why they just give him the NXT title.
Because one has nothing to do with the other.
No, I understand that.
One has zero.
But if there
to
is a
do.
list and it's circulated beyond Vince's second drawer in his desk,
Yeah.
you'd expect Triple H or someone at least in the know would have insight into who's
My
on this
guess
list.
on that
And
would
while
be
Vince wouldn't book anything with any concern with NXT might consider that before they make certain decisions.
I would think that list has probably been so fluid that he just doesn't rely on it anymore. He probably just like, I mean, it never happens. Or like there will be a list and then somebody else will get called
Entirely
up. And
possible.
so he probably just doesn't concern
Entirely
himself with
possible.
it.
I don't know. Anyways, next, Seth Rollins comes down the ring. He drops a promo saying, all right, Brock, let's just get it over with. Come cash in on me.
Yeah.
Let's just do it now.
So then Brock's music plays, no Brock. Then he dares Brock to cash in now. Baron comes to the ring instead. I'm going to retire you, Seth. You like you retired Kurt
I'm like, I retired Kurt.
The
You
Olympic
retired Kurt
Kurt.
Angle.
He's legend, Hall of Fame.
I will be too, and then run WWE.
They brawl. Brock's music hits again. No Brock. Corbin sneaks up from behind because Seth has
tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision. Corbin hits End of Days, which is such a great move.
It's a good move.
Lesnar then does come to the ring with chair and Paul Heyman with unmodified briefcase.
Yeah.
They got rid of that for some reason.
And referee.
Brock comes in and just immediately he just kicks Seth's right in the front area.
Yeah.
He gets the chair, just completely annihilates Seth with it. German suplex, another chair shot, tosses Seth outside, hits an F-side at ringside. Meanwhile, Paul Heyman keeps on saying, come on, now, let's do it. And Brock keeps on saying, no, we're not going to do it.
Not yet. Back in the ring, more chair shots. Heyman again pleads with Brock to cash in. Another German suplex, and that's when Brock tells Paul, Friday. I'll do it
Friday. I'm going to do it Friday.
Which seems fairly arbitrary in terms of storyline.
Brock leaves, comes back, more chair shots, hits Seth with a briefcase. Medical staff comes to the ring. They make a big deal about it, put Seth on a stretcher. And then as we come back from commercial break, the medical staff and, of course, his lover, Becky Lynch.
Which they've never acknowledged. Oh, I guess they kind of have. They have kind of.
Yeah, they have.
It would have been great if instead of Becky got in that ambulance, she fumed, is mad, and then stormed where Brock Lesnar is and got in his face.
Oh, that would have been a great idea, but they're not going to do that because it's a great idea. Yeah, dude. I know. That'd be awesome. That'd be great.
Why don't they just do stuff like that? You want to get Becky over huge? That's the stuff you got to do.
Yeah, I know. But Brock, by that time, Brock was
Brock's on a private jet back home to Saskatchewan. Yes,
exactly. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
But still, just shoot it in advance or something in between segments he's in, because stuff like that actually makes things interesting.
I know.
Next, Firefly Funhouse. This was outstanding. We got the debut of Huskus the Big Boy.
Yeah.
He's a pig.
Of course. That's a reference to Husky
Harris, which was
Bray's initial gimmick.
Yeah. And problem with Huskus is that he doesn't eat right. Mm-hmm. He's overweight apparently.
He has slop all in his mouth.
Yeah, he has it's like he has a chocolate mustache. Pretty
much slop that he's eating. Pigs love that slop.
And so Devil Vince busts in.
By the way, okay, let's just preface this by saying you have to agree this is the best Firefly Funhouse.
Oh, far and away.
There's
so much going on here.
This was amazing.
Yeah.
This was the best thing.
On Twitter, I apologize for not remembering who it was, says these Firefly Funhouses are like Bray's therapy sessions.
Yeah.
It's totally what it feels like.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. They're him, yeah. Talking to Huskus the Big Boy.
Yeah, so then Vince busts in.
It's like a puppet of a devil Vince on the thumbnail. You guys know.
Yeah, it's great. And he's like, you're gonna. He's saying he's gonna fire Huskus.
Yeah, what he was like. Yeah, he threatened him with something, or he threatened him with getting fired, but for some reason, I forget the reason was. You guys better, or else I'm gonna. And then Bray says, "Yowie wowie, just wait, Vince." I think the whole thing, maybe it was Vince breathing down his neck, wanting him to lose weight or something.
Yeah, totally. That's what I gathered.
Yeah, right. And so that leads to the music video Muscle Man Dance.
Yeah.
And it honestly, it was something like out of Tim and Eric. It was something like from Adult Swim.
It totally was.
Or like Vince the Puppet, Huskus, Bray wearing Zubaz, a new, which by the way is available now.
Wyatt gym shirt.
Which I totally want to get.
A pink fanny pack.
And he had a headband on.
Yeah.
And he was doing the Muscle Man Dance. Wiggle your booty,
Pull up your pants. Do the Muscle Man dance. It was really good.
It was amazing.
It was wildly entertaining.
So
I hope we get more Devil Vince.
Me too. I know that has to be a thing. And here's the annoying thing about it is that Vince probably loved Devil Vince.
Oh, I know.
He probably thought it was the best. Vince loves to make fun of himself to a degree. Vince won't let Hall of Famers thank him, but he will because like on the Edge and Christian show.
Yeah.
Don't you read the internet? I hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah. He loves to poke fun of the perception of Vince.
But then, I know, when people actually show appreciation maybe for something they've done for him, that's what he takes offense to.
He doesn't like the idea of... It's funny. I mean, there is that level of self-awareness there where he doesn't want people to make... He doesn't want, like, public praise for things. Because it maybe, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to try.
I don't know either. I mean, it's not just necessarily public praise. I mean, if someone goes at the Hall of Fame ceremony and says, I want to thank Vince for giving me the opportunity, blah, blah, blah.
He rightly understands that it would just turn into a let's thank Vince McMahon thing, because honestly, everybody who goes up there for the Hall of Fame speech, they all have Vince McMahon to thank for their their entire careers.
Totally.
And I mean, for the most part, there are caveats there. But yeah, I don't know. I think I understand it. But then, yeah, he enjoys when people make him the butt of when it comes to the perception.
I would understand it. Like if people went overboard with it, I would understand it. But if people just want to say, "Hey, thanks, Vince," publicly.
Well,
and then he fires.
They're wrestlers. They go overboard.
And he fires or threatens to fire somebody because Bret Hart just says, "Thanks, Vince."
Oh, of course, that's overboard.
That's overboard.
That's super overboard.
Like, just let us. If it's an issue, set up some guidelines saying, okay, you can literally say thank you, Vince, once, and don't make a huge deal of it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weirdo.
Yeah. Anyways, next we had Triple H come down the ring.
This was great.
People were chanting NXT, and he was like, "Well, I'm here to talk about something else."
Well, I'm here to talk about Randy Orton. Randy Orton's music
comes out.
hits. He comes down, and they sort of, he says he gets kind of meta with it. He says this is the point when you're supposed to be building the match by talking about how much we're going to rip into each other, and we're going to sell the match coming up in Jeddah. And he has a very pronounced Jeddah, and so yeah, he does a promo.
He's like, we've done everything.
That's
everything.
Right. Yeah.
So what is
20 years
really to say other than essentially I'm going to beat you?
You were supposed to be the one, but you're not the one. You're very accomplished, but I'm the one, or whatever it was.
Well, actually, you said I said back when you joined Evolution that you were the lump of coal that
the diamond in the coal.
Yeah, a diamond. And
that's
the case that. You're one of the greatest of all time, Randy. But if you think you're the one that's going to put me down,
good.
You're
not the one.
You're not the one.
Yeah. Orton responds by saying, "Well, I'm not Batista, and I've done this. I've won the championship 13 times, and I'm gonna, put you down like a dog, or whatever."
And then Triple H is leaving the ring, and Orton tells, "Hey,
just do me this one favor.
Promise me you'll do this
before you get into the ring with me at Super Showdown." Can you get your balls out of Stephanie's purse and bring them with you? That had to have been a shoot.
Yeah, because Orton it still seemed like he was stifling laughter even after the whole segment was over.
I know.
And so was Triple H.
The look on Triple H's face, he looked so delighted to go off script.
I know.
He looks so, and then you can see the little hamster wheel with everything else in there, NXT and this and Access and all that kind of stuff. You could see it spinning. Oh, I got to come up with a comeback now. He gets back in and basically,
oh yeah, there's such a burden on her. They're so big.
They're so big. There's such a burden on her. But you wouldn't know about that because you've never had any.
Yeah.
And then you can see Randy Orton whisper, "Good one," or "Well played." I think he said like "well played" or something. And they're both trying not to laugh.
Oh, I know.
It was those kind of moments.
Wrestling should be like that all the time.
It should be like that all the time.
It should be like
all
that
the time. It should be like
and
that.
It really could be.
But then it makes these kind of moments a bit more special because they're so confined.
They're so rare.
They have to like stick to what they have to do.
Yeah, no. Next Baron interview. He was saying that he was happy that Brock laid out Seth because it softens him up for Super Showdown. He thinks that increases his odds of winning. He seems to not really care about the prospect of Brock cashing in, which would most certainly spell doom for Baron Corbin's title reign.
Yeah, it was funny because
efforts.
At first he was like sweating it, and then he was like, "What are you kidding? I'm so happy right now. This is gonna be great. I'm new Universal." And I honestly do wish that it was simply his character that was booked to be a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
And part of me thinks that maybe there's that, but I also kind of think that it's just like Vince would never say, "Oh yeah, no, you're supposed to be stupid."
Yeah,
which I think would be great.
It would be great. Next, Ricochet versus Cesaro. Man, that pop-up head scissor spot from Ricochet was insane. I've never seen anything like that before.
I know. Oh my God.
And the running head scissors he did off the barricade.
I mean, even the first when I don't know what it was. Ricochet went up to do something, and Cesaro just catches him and gives him a neck breaker.
Backbreaker, yeah. I mean, the way they reference their previous matches.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And then have
then they twist it around. And they had all of I think the match got started at 15 till. No, that it was 22 minutes. I remember looking at my watch or looking at my phone and seeing that there was 22 minutes left in the show at the beginning of Ricochet's entrance.
Yeah.
And I figured they'd give this maybe 7 minutes or so, which I think is what they ended up giving.
Yeah, because it was over about 10:45.
Yeah, and they had a commercial break.
Yeah.
In between. So yeah. No, Undertaker's entrance started 10 minutes before the end of the show.
10:50, yeah.
Yeah.
And he started talking like 7 minutes later.
Yeah.
So that sequence.
Yeah, he had about 4 minutes to talk.
Yeah. And they went a little past 11 o'clock. The sequence that led to Cesaro hitting the swing was insane.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the back and forth. It was crazy. Anyways, Ricochet, though, wins with a roll-up. Mm-hmm. Afterwards, after the bell, Cesaro lays out Ricochet. He goes in the ring, first pulls out a ladder, and then a table. And who's on the table?
R-Truth.
He's been hiding under the ring the whole time.
I thought that was great.
That was funny.
I thought that was so unexpected and so fantastic. I really did. So anyways, of course, the rest of the locker room.
The loser
empties out.
locker room.
Sorry, the loser locker room runs
Man,
out.
Rob Roode's in the loser locker room.
Yep. Well, maybe one day. Yeah, it boggles my mind. I don't know. It really boggles my mind.
Like he and Cedric, they should not be in that locker room.
No, I agree. Especially Robert Roode, but also Cedric. Cedric should be having all these matches with Cesaro and Ricochet too.
I know.
So, anyways, they all give chase. This was great. Truth gets in the ring, and Drake Maverick is there, and he's about to take advantage. But Carmella then super kicks the crap out of him. That was awesome. Then they run off, and the loser locker room gives chase. Then, dong, the Undertaker. He comes down about the 10 till mark, and then about 6 minutes later, he actually starts talking. You know, when you become face to face with the dead final outlaw,
River Stygian,
you're gonna be Goldberg is next. But this is the thing here now.
Cut.
I don't want. You gotta let me do the thing. I don't want the Goldberg that has a family. I want like a different alternate universe version of Goldberg where he doesn't have family.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna then be in the ring with me.
Yes.
And it's a once in a lifetime. You've never seen it before. River Stygian. Powers of Darkness. And that's what Icon and Undertaker.
Goldberg.
Next.
You're next. Cut.
Yeah.
Hard cut.
And we're out. Nobody told Undertaker that they don't do overruns anymore, man. Nobody told him.
Yeah.
Mark.
He probably doesn't watch the product either, so he doesn't know.
All right, here's the thing, Mark. We don't do overruns anymore. What's that? You know, where we go into extra time. Oh, wait, no, your cue is up. Hold on, wait. What does that mean? I can't. What? What can I do? What time is it?
Yes.
God damn it. I don't know what time it is. Oh, man.
It's probably pretty great. He just rolled off his couch like 20 minutes prior to that, drove over to the arena. I think he lives in Austin.
He was practicing his promo on the way there. That's why it's
over there. I know.
When you become face to face with the dead man.
Anyway, Steve, want to do a SmackDown preview?
Would you like to look at the television, Mr. Lee?
Yes,
I would love to.
Here we
do
go.
a SmackDown
First entry.
preview.
Goldberg comes to SmackDown Live for the first time ever.
I would prefer the Goldberg without the gray beard. Can we get the Goldberg with the brown beard? Not the old Goldberg.
Young Goldberg.
I want about 53 matches into a streak Goldberg.
Yes. Before Regal embarrassed him in the ring. 3 days before his highly anticipated matchup against The Undertaker at Super Showdown.
Where's that Super Showdown match? Why can't some of these Saudi government guys be like supermarks and like want to see Goldberg versus Regal too?
I know.
Why don't they want that?
I know. That'd be great. Oh, man. Give us Regal versus Daniel Bryan in a technical, strictly technical
Why can't they be
match.
just supermarks?
That'd be great. WWE Hall of Famer Goldberg will journey to SmackDown Live for the first time ever. The former Universal Champion hasn't set foot in the WWE ring since the night after he battled Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 33. It does not go unnoticed that Goldberg is choosing to appear on SmackDown, the brand with which the Phenom has long been associated. What are Goldberg's intentions, and what will his rare appearance mean for his once-in-a-lifetime clash with the Dead Man this Friday? Find out on the final stop en route to Super Showdown, days before the two legends collide in a contest that promises to be one of the top matches of the year.
Whoa! Who wrote this?
All right.
Who wrote this? Oh,
no author.
It doesn't even say the author's name.
Vince wrote it.
Oh, what are they talking about? That's terrible. One of the top matches. Is that contractually obligated in the SmackDown preview?
It's contractually obligated in the contract with the Saudi Sports Authority.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the verbiage of that the better or as good as.
Again?
Yeah.
What is it now?
Because it was comparable, now it's Something synonymous with comparable.
Oh, wow.
Why couldn't they just say a show that will be on par with WrestleMania?
Didn't they say that one week?
No, first it was as good as, if not better than WrestleMania, and now comparable, and now it's something else.
Wow. That's funny. Yeah, they keep on changing that. Next, a moment of bliss with special guest SmackDown Women's Champion Bayley. Somebody will get it in chat, I guarantee.
Yeah.
1 week after, this is like one sentence. 1 week after Bayley's hard-fought victory over Lacey Evans led to post-match chaos between the lady and an interfering Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion is scheduled to be Alexa Bliss's special guest on A Moment of Bliss. How will the goddess of WWE stir the pot in an already highly volatile women's division? This probably won't happen.
No.
It's a women's division preview.
Lars Sullivan to give exclusive interview. This could very well end up on WWE.com. Just days before he battles all 3 members of Lucha House Party at WWE Super Showdown, Lars Sullivan will grant an exclusive interview on SmackDown Live for the first time ever. The uncontrollable superstar brings complete bedlam with him everywhere he goes, but will his words speak louder than his destructive actions this Tuesday on the Blue Brand?
So Cody Miles here in chat says now they say it's a WrestleMania equivalent.
That's it.
What? Cody, can you get the actual line? I'm kind of curious as to like what the rest of the...
It's like the WrestleMania equivalent special event or something like that.
Oh, really?
Something like that.
That's funny. Will Roman Reigns be out for Payback? Last night on Raw, Roman Reigns joined forces with his cousins, the Usos, to take on Drew McIntyre and the Revival. The family looked to have Shane McMahon's cohorts on the ropes until Shane O'Mac got involved, leading to a victory for the Scottish Terminator and the Top Guys. And vicious post-match attack on Reigns that included a Shatter Machine, Claymore, and a spear from McMahon. With mere days until the Big Dog Showdown with the best in the world at WWE Super Showdown, will Reigns be looking to get retribution?
Sorry. Will Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler butt heads before Super Showdown? Yes.
Yes, they will.
The rivalry between WWE Champion Kofi Kingston and Dolph Ziggler is reaching a fever pitch as their title clash at WWE Super Showdown approaches. When we last saw the show-off, he was brutally attacking Kofi's New Day running buddy, Xavier Woods, with a steel chair until the WWE Champion made the save. Last Tuesday, Kingston defeated Kevin Owens in one-on-one action, putting KO behind him and seemingly ensuring that he can give his full attention to Ziggler and Super Showdown. Will these two rivals come to blows as they prepare for a huge WWE Championship battle on Friday? Find out tonight on SmackDown Live, 8/7 Central on USA Network.
DJ Booty Dan has a good point here in Discord. He says, I swear that Super Showdown promo sounds like they took the English, did a Google Translate into Arabic, and translated it back into English.
Could be.
That's honestly how it reads. It's so weird. Like, how many... they just... Do they have a... Do you think they have a... They're the voiceover guy... He's not in-house. They probably just have like one guy they go to.
Yeah. And they send him scripts.
He has his own
home
studio.
Yeah.
Okay, now we need this. Okay.
Or they just gave him various versions of the same promo, and he did them all, and they just
keep on. Yeah.
It'd
It'd be fascinating to know like the details about that stuff. Man. You know,
he's probably getting notes at 3 a.m.
I wonder who the direct liaison is with the Saudi government. Probably some poor sap.
Yeah.
At Triple H now they want us to A, B, and C. You know? All right. Oh God. Okay.
Now they want Ultimate Warrior on the card.
All right. What did you tell them? He probably has had to say that.
I know.
Okay. What did you tell them?
I told them we'd run it by the front office.
Why didn't you just tell them that the Warrior's dead?
Figure we can write up an official memo about it. Full explanation of everything. So this is the third time they've asked this question. We need a more official response. Let's answer some questions. Rebecca English, you got this one. Whoop, 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 whoop. Thayer Thabata says, is this Eid or Eid Mubarak to all fellow Muslim friendos? It's the end of Ramadan.
Oh, okay. Do I still fast or no?
No, it's the end of Ramadan. Fasting's over.
No. Maybe next year.
Ray Hendershot, thank you. Dom L, this is a good question. Where in the world are the Viking Raiders?
Usually when you maybe something happened with Rawgate. You quantum leap out of NXT, and then you're supposed to show up on Raw.
They're in some nether region now, huh? Some nether realm.
They're in Snake Man's territory.
Some sort of limbo purgatory.
Mm-hmm. Alex C should EC.
So main event, essentially.
Yeah, they're probably going to be on main event.
Probably be on main event.
Although if that EC3 GIF is from main event, I have to start watching.
Did you see that spot where Scott Dawson threw Kalisto almost over the barricade?
Main event might low key be like the best WWE show there is,
as far as actual wrestling. I know.
And just like seeing all the all the downtrodden and how they react to being downtrodden. You see Mojo Rawley had a promo last night, a dark promo
commercial break,
about being in the 50-man battle royal. Alex C, should EC3 be like the narcissist Lex Luger, except he's the nihilist?
Oh, that's good.
The nihilist. That's good. Yeah,
that's really good. I care about nothing.
I care about nothing.
We are nihilists. Ronan Cahill have a couple
How's
Irish heroes, guys.
You, man? How's that working out? Isn't that what dude says?
Yeah.
How's that working out for you,
He's
man?
in the bathtub. What's a marmot?
What's a marmot?
Thank you, Villalobos. Quote the Raven. He says, Zach Morris is trash. Zach Morris is actually heels like Hulk Hogan. I was thinking that on the way over here today.
Yeah, sure.
That I still want to do my thesis.
Okay, good. We got to do more video essays, man.
Where I got to go through like everything Hogan did from like 85 to 93.
Yeah.
And put together a case.
Yeah.
Ironclad case that he was always a heel.
Yeah, he was a heel. I agree. Let's see here.
Christopher McKean, please do Undertaker explaining red asphalt to Cena. I think it should be the other way around.
Oh, man. I don't know when did red asphalt start?
Oh, I think in the 70s?
Yeah, it looks like it's,
Some of them look like it was shot on 60 millimeter in the 70s. So.
Oh, God.
Well, they actually have them on YouTube there.
TeenDrivingSchool.com. They have red asphalt.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go.
I know we're doing Run today.
We're going to watch red asphalt. No, man. Oh, that'll get our Patreon channel removed probably.
Yeah, probably. That's probably a terms of service violation if we do it. If they do it, it's like educational stuff.
Oh my God, the first one was in 1964.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
How old is Undertaker? 50 something? He's 50, right? Okay, so I guess he was around for red asphalt. That's why I don't know if he predated red asphalt.
So wait,
if he's 50, he was born in 69, 68.
Nice. Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah.
So red asphalt predates Undertaker.
So it's in every 2006 they have the 5th version of red asphalt. What's Signal 30? This says see also Signal 30. 1959 social guidance film made by the Highway Safety Foundation in the vicinity of Mansfield, Ohio. The film shown widely to high school students across the country during the 1960s. Similar to Red Asphalt, it features graphic footage of crashed automobiles and their horrifically injured and dismembered occupants. Oh my God. It later won the National Safety Council Award. Oh my God, there's a sequel. Mechanized Death and Wheels of Tragedy.
Oh my God.
Mechanized Death.
That's an incredible title.
That's amazing.
That's an incredible title.
This is horrible.
That's an incredible title.
Oh, we're gonna do a deep dive into this.
Yes, we will.
On Overrun today. If you want a deep dive on Red Asphalt and other teen driving safety videos, click the join button.
Yeah.
Or go to Patreon for $5. You can watch it.
An audio essay on Red Asphalt.
People called it the reefer madness of driving.
Yeah, I can see that. Anyways, Undertaker explaining what Red Asphalt is to John Cena.
It's on IMDb. They have do they have a cast list? That'd be horrible. Anyways,
man with 2 broken ankles.
So I love when one image is burned into
because they were bent in sideways, man, like inward.
For me, it's just like a you know.
I remember that. I remember the brains on the ground. That's 2 things I remember.
I just remember a lot of red and white chunks of stuff, probably brain and bone. Yeah, I mean, I went to the Museum of Death. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure half of the stuff there is from Red Asphalt.
Yeah, probably.
Anyways, so what is I have to be Undertaker
explaining Red Asphalt to John Cena.
Oh man, John, I was in a black hole of teen driving movies on YouTube the other day. The internet, dark web, the darkness web.
Oh wow,
the web of darkness, and I came across that old 16 millimeter video series, Red Asphalt. You remember that?
I don't believe I ever saw that. What is Red Asphalt?
You're younger than me, John. You should remember Red Asphalt. Who taught you how to drive?
My father did.
Did you not take driver's ed in school?
My father taught me how to drive.
Oh, were you sick on the day they showed Red Asphalt?
I must have been.
It's an old timey film series that shows horrifically mauled. It's kind of like Mechanized Death. Did you ever see that one?
Not familiar with that one either, Mark.
You ever see Tragedy Behind the Wheels?
Haven't seen that either.
My goodness, we've got a lot of talking to do.
Johnny Ralston, do you guys think Triple H versus Randy will be a good match? He'll probably be fine. I'm not going to watch it, though.
You tell us.
Yeah, let us know how it is.
You let us know how it's going to go. Oh, my God. DJ Booty Dan says, I watched Mechanized Death.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man. Alex C. says he saw a bunch of those, too, growing up in Ireland.
Wow. Gary Smith, Huskus the Pig is just the right amount of gross.
He is. He is. Oh, here we go. Cody says the one I just found was Cole saying, Super Showdown Friday will be an event that is a WrestleMania equivalent in Jeddah. That's funny.
It is funny. Gustavo Gama says 169 for Steve, 169 for Larson.
Nice. Is that two? Well, that's not. That doesn't add up.
Yeah, I don't get the math there either.
And 169.
Quoth Raven, will Undertaker use the Lady Gym or join the Wyatt Gym? Will Undertaker do the Muscle Man dance?
I love dancing. Something that a lot of people don't know about old Mark Calloway.
I'm a great salsa dancer.
I can cut a rug with the best of them. I'm going to do the Undertaker Muscle Man dance.
Before becoming Undertaker, I took numerous hip-hop dance classes. I do the best running man.
But now I got to take the hip out of the hop because my hips are killing me.
No more Roger Rabbit for the dead man. Not KM. What big word will Alistair use tonight?
Oh.
Curmudgeon.
Yeah. Gimmick.
My wife is on a tear on Twitter, telling all these marks to stop using wrestling lingo.
You see that?
No.
Yeah. Somebody said something about super kicking something, and somebody said, like, that's Carmella's gimmick. And then Zelina Vega was saying, stop using wrestling lingo. That's only the venue for, that's only a thing that wrestlers can do. And she was saying, I have plenty of fans who know to respect enough not to use that stuff.
My wife is digging herself into a hole of marks.
Johnny Ralston, where did you guys see all of this going with Bray?
Absolutely nowhere.
Probably nowhere.
No, I hope somewhere. I mean, I hope somewhere. I don't know, though. I don't know. I'm genuinely curious to know.
Yeah.
And I'm fascinated by it. It's great stuff.
Thank you, Agumba. Quoth the Raven, weren't Iconics feuding with the Kabuki Warriors? That's what I thought, too. And they haven't been on TV for weeks.
Yeah.
Now it looks like Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss are starting to tag team. They have no idea what they're doing with that women's tag division. Jay Sean Lawrence, who would win an arm wrestling match, Steve or Larson?
At this point, probably you, but I'd put up a good fight. Because you go to the
could
gym
just do it
a lot. I know you always want to prove. So you're talking about arm wrestling Matthew as well. I know you're desperate to prove yourself.
That was a joke. I thought that'd be a funny thing to do at StarCast next year.
But yeah, I know. But you kind of you had a sparkle in your eye when you said it. I think you really do want to show people. When you were telling me about it.
Oh, that's because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you want to show people that you're not a baby boy.
No, I just want to prove to you that I'm not.
But you're just a baby. It doesn't matter. Feats of strength won't make you not a baby boy. You're always going to be a baby boy.
You're so tickled by that. Tickled.
Even if you beat me in an arm wrestling contest, my wife will always say, you're just a baby boy.
What if I drop you with an AA?
That'd be impressive, but you'd still be a baby boy.
Agumba, Motion nicknamed the 24/7 title the Benny Hill Belt. All in favor say aye. All opposed say nay.
Aye.
Because
Yakety Sax makes everything better.
Wrestle Rant, does Brock look dumb not cashing in post beating? Just the fact that he says he's going to do it Friday, it seems completely arbitrary.
I'll have a Zarm match with you.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be fun. Oh man. Anyways, what?
It doesn't. I mean, it makes it nonsensical. Does Brock look dumb not cashing in post beating?
If they if they gave him some sort of motivation, like I was speaking
like
to,
he just literally wanted to terrorize.
If he just
Seth.
wants to terrorize Seth, I think that's great. But if he thinks it's part of some strategy to actually win back the Universal title, I'm making any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Kelvin Smith, new member. Thank you.
Carlos Davalos, instead of it being called an arm wrestling match, shouldn't be called an arm sports entertainment match.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Quoth the Raven, Braun versus Sly Stallone in arm wrestling. Who wins?
Now? Well, now Braun, but back during
Over the Top.
Over the Top.
Sly went over the top, man. He put his hat backwards and
Once you put the hat backwards, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be game over for Braun.
Yeah.
Any more questions there on the Patreon, Steve?
Yeah, there's lots of them. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Oh, this is a great question. Thomas Dunnigan. What other desperation matches do you think Vince will think of in the future when they go back to Saudi Arabia?
Oh, wow.
I mean, Goldberg was a shock. If before it was announced, if somebody said Goldberg, I would have been like, no. The only one that's on the table still, I think that would be truly shocking, but possible, is Austin.
Hogan. If they can get Hogan remotely cleared for anything in ring, they would definitely do that.
I would be more... he's so old.
I know. He'll never get medical clearance, but if they could get anything, that all he'd have to do is boot.
Yeah.
Maybe he can do one more leg drop.
Yeah.
Do something just that.
Yeah.
They would totally do it.
Uh-huh.
He would totally do it.
Yeah.
Tim Spulak says Larson checked DMs, just booked Becky versus Brock. All right.
Wait, what? Why is he telling you to do what? What
wow.
is this all about?
Is
he just fantasy booking right now?
Yeah. Is this for public consumption? I don't know if this is. Anyways, it involves Becky drop kicking a chair into Brock's face and then Brock F5ing Becky. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
Yeah, it was just a situation where Becky would get in his face.
Ricky Skirby says, how long until Roman wins the WWE title and Brock actually cashes in on Roman instead? I don't think that would happen.
They should save the cash in till
Mania. They should have him.
They should save it for the first episode of SmackDown on Fox. That's when they should
cash in at Mania, where Brock should be on the first episode of SmackDown on Fox.
Yeah, you should cash in there if you want to build interest in that show. That's
cash
how you do
in at WrestleMania. That's what you do. Because here's the thing: do you really want the stink of Brock Lesnar winning a title on the first episode of SmackDown? Like people were thinking that there was a possibility it would happen last night, and it was like, oh god, that would just suck.
No, I understand that, but I'm thinking in Vince's mind, he thinks Brock doing that on the first, because he still thinks Brock is a huge mainstream name.
Yeah,
it's not what we want, but he's probably what he thinks casual wrestling fans might want. Fedora Goomba, Goldberg versus Regal 2. I'm all in. Book it, Evil Devil Puppet Vince.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That would be great.
This is a great question. Tiger Mask Tim Morris.
Oh, good name.
What are you doing over there? What would you put in your video package a la Chucky T and Trent?
It's hard to it's basically impossible to top that.
Donuts, pizza.
Our dogs.
Our dogs, yeah.
You said donuts, pizza, beer.
Yeah. Like I'd probably insist on some strippers. I mean, men and women.
Roulette wheel.
Yeah. The Barstow Del Taco.
Barstow Del Taco, absolutely. Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
And then clips of Regal versus Goldberg.
A rack of ribs.
Yeah. Like friendomarket.com.
There you go. There you go. Shill our stuff. Yes, totally.
Patreon link.
Yeah, that's all good. YouTube. Subscribe button.
A link to our Patreon. All right, I'm going to read one more question here, and then we're going to go do Overrun.
We're going to talk about NXT wrestlers changing their names.
And we're going to talk about Red Asphalt.
Then we're going to power rank them.
Oh, yeah. That's weird. Yeah.
Save it for Overrun.
Okay. Oh, this is a great question. Gary MacArthur. If Undertaker did have a podcast, Dead Man Talking.
Yeah.
Would he be sponsored by, was it Harry's is the razor blade, right?
Omaha Steaks.
Omaha Steaks or Blue Chew.
Yeah.
How would he advertise his chosen sponsor?
I'm guessing for him, he's from Texas. He probably likes himself some red meat.
Mm-hmm.
Tops would be Omaha Steaks.
Yeah.
I would think.
Before we get to what happened at SummerSlam 99, don't you love to slam some delicious Omaha steaks into your mouth?
That's Highway to Hell was the theme for that SummerSlam.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm talking about the fires of hell, talking about the fire of my barbecue, and I slap some Omaha steaks on the grill.
That's good.
Experience the power of the river Stygian in your unders by eating some Blue Chew. Chew on that little pill or whatever it is.
Imbue your gimmick with the powers of darkness.
Imbue your gimmick, yeah.
Rise from the dead.
Oh, man.
Nothing can keep this dead man down. Once I've had my blue chew.
Anyways, yeah, we're going to do bonus episode. We're going to talk about Red Asphalt, and we're going to talk about what
NXT
now?
talent's changing their names.
Yeah, NXT talent's getting name changes now. So if you're interested in that, hit join button or go to Patreon, $5 a month, patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Until next time, we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post-show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.